Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live 10 at 10.
How safe do you feel when you're in downtown Fargo at night? Some are concerned, and Fargo police are letting you know how they're tackling the issue.
Residents that frequent the downtown area went to the neighborhood site next door to voice their concerns about the perceived increase of crime and public intoxication in the downtown area.
Police are listening to the complaints and taking steps. Valley News Team's Molly Casey is live in downtown Fargo and joins us now. Molly?
Fargo has the highest concentration of bars in the Fargo-Moorhead area, and residents are voicing their concern about public intoxication. So I spoke with Fargo PD and residents about what has been done and what still needs to be done about the issue.
What people may not understand is that downtown is the smallest beat in the department, but it also is the busiest.
Downtown Fargo is growing, and with that comes a greater focus on issues like public intoxication.
Sometimes people believe that we have a public intoxication law, and we don't.
But there are city ordinances about where alcohol can be consumed.
If people are walking down the sidewalk in Fargo and they're drinking a beer, they're breaking city ordinance.
And Lieutenant Helmick says Fargo police have already handed out over 200 tickets this year for it, but that giving out tickets only goes so far.
I feel like a situation is not something that we necessarily can either write tickets to solve or take people to jail to solve. It's more of a community issue that we need to address.
Walking down Broadway, you will find groups of people hanging around, but locals are split on if it's an issue.
That I've had problems with people I don't know or men that I don't feel comfortable with coming up to me.
I think Fargo downtown is a friendly place. It's a great place to be, and I don't think we need to be so concerned about it.
And when asked if the Fargo PD is doing enough to deter public intoxication, there was a clear answer.
I think most Fargo cops know how to handle that situation well, and I think they do handle it well.
I've seen it a lot more in the last 6 months than I have in the last 4 years.
Lieutenant Helmick agrees that his officers are doing all they can within their law enforcement power, but they're always working to do more.
We're going to keep working with community partners to try and come up with long-term solutions for a lot of the problems that we're dealing with downtown.
That was Molly Casey reporting. A public meeting regarding downtown safety with City Commissioner Dave Pepcorn and Fargo Police is being planned for mid-July in North Fargo. And as soon as we get more information, we will pass it along.
The American Civil Liberties Union of Minnesota released dash cam video showing what they call a brutal attack of a man during an arrest last July in Worthington, Minnesota. The video is graphic.
Show me your hands. Get the fuck out of the car.
You're seeing a Buffalo Ridge Drug Task Force agent approaching the vehicle with his gun drawn, yelling at the driver to get out of the car. He grabs the man, attempting to pull him from the vehicle while kneeing and punching him in the head. After a few seconds, the audio is cut on that video, something the ACLU calls a deliberate move by the other officer on the scene. The Worthington Police Department says the video is just one piece of evidence in a much larger criminal case. They say the man resisted arrest and had been in a dangerous road rage incident.
A special meeting tomorrow morning will decide West Fargo's new police chief. A recommendation is expected to be followed by discussion and then the appointment. North Dakota Highway Patrol Lieutenant Troy Hischer and FBI Supervisory Special Agent Heath Yonke are the two finalists for the job.
Authorities in Jamestown are looking for a fugitive. 57-year-old James Storley is wanted for drug possession with intent to deliver, and his warrants for drug paraphernalia. Authorities say that he may also be in possession of a firearm. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall. He weighs 200 pounds. He has a slender build, hazel eyes, and graying hair. They say he's likely living in a car. Now, if you see Storley or have any information on his whereabouts that might lead to his arrest, call 701-252-1000.
Senate Republicans in D.C. took the wraps off their plan to repeal and replace Obamacare. GOP leaders are calling the bill a discussion draft.
But Democrats say it looks more like a done deal, and they're furious. Reporter Seth Lemon reports from Capitol Hill.
No!
Angry protesters demonstrated outside Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell's office after he revealed details of the Senate plan to repeal and replace Obamacare. The 142-page bill would roll back Obamacare's expansion of Medicaid.
Republicans will kick millions off their Medicaid coverage.
The legislation also eliminates Obamacare's insurance mandates and its taxes, but it retains a good portion of Obamacare's tax credits to help lower-income Americans buy health insurance.
When legislation does come to the floor, it will present Senate Democrats with another opportunity to do what's right for the American people.
Frankly, we'd love to have a ceremony and light this on fire.
But furious Democrats just saw the bill for the first time Thursday.
Speed and secrecy have been the watchwords, and they are a toxic recipe.
What could be wrong in letting the Health Committee take a look at the health care bill?
While Republicans don't need Democrats to pass the bill, Senate leadership has some arm twisting ahead. At least 4 of the Senate's 52 Republicans are opposed. That's 2 votes short of passing.
You have to get to 50 votes. And if you've only got 48, I think that means you're going to need to negotiate.
This current draft doesn't get the job done.
The White House has so far taken a hands-off approach, but the president tweeted Thursday evening, "I am very supportive of the Senate health care bill. Look forward to making it really special. Remember, Obamacare is dead." Senate leaders want a floor vote on the bill before the 4th of July.
Now, earlier tonight on Point of View with Chris Berg on KX4, North Dakota U.S. Senator John Hoeven said he was happy with the Senate's version of the health care bill, saying it should prevent health insurance premiums from going up for the general public.
I'm trying to make sure that low-income individuals are covered either through Medicaid or through this refundable tax credit. To me, that combined with working on the premium piece is what we need.
Former President Barack Obama weighed in on social media, writing, "Simply put, if there's a chance you might get sick, get old, or start a family, this bill will do you harm."
The Lieutenant Governor of Minnesota says that U.S. businesses and states will continue to engage with Cuba in the areas they can, like agriculture trade, despite President Trump's tougher Cuba policy. Tina Smith is the first U.S. representative to make an official visit to Cuba since the president's announcement last Friday. She's leading a bipartisan trade delegation, hoping to increase future ag sales to Cuba.
In many ways, we are, our state is a perfect trading partner with Cuba, just like much of the United States is a perfect trading partner with Cuba. In Minnesota, we don't have a lot of cocoa or coffee or pineapple, but we do have a lot of corn and beans, and we need each other's products.
Minnesota is one of the largest ag states in the U.S.
Fidget spinners are all the rage among your kids and their friends, but they're also listed among the most dangerous toys that your kids can have this summer. We found local parents and kids who agree that they can be dangerous.
Yeah, like the heavier, like pointy ones that are metal, you could. Like if you just spun it and then you could scrape yourself if you didn't know.
I would never try like one that people create, because some people just create one that had like knives on it.
As for claims that they help with things like ADHD, experts say at best those are anecdotal stories from customers.